You nearly gave me a heart attack when you said you're doing well. Is it obvious you're all I had? And the last just been like hell. Guess I'm lonely thinking that you ain't moved on. And I'm sorry if I'm coming off too strong. Never thought I'd see the shape of pain standing in the front porch light. Is it obvious I'm not okay? Never meant to start a fight. Guess I'm just a moment living in your past. But I never thought you'd forgive me so fast. 'Cause I'm staring at all these photographs. I guess the good things ain't meant to last. I gave you forever, you gave a month. I'm never falling for anyone. And now I'm looking at the ceiling, wondering just what you're feeling now. If that's what love's about, then I'm so good without. I'm so good without. I'm so good without. I'm so good without. I know you probably won't relate. I heard you met somebody new. Don't need no pity for pity's sake. You just do what you gotta do. Is it normal for the pain to grow from fear? Am I weak for thinking I wish you were here? 'Cause I'm staring at all these photographs. I guess the good things ain't meant to last. I gave you forever, you gave a month. I'm never falling for anyone. And now I'm looking at the ceiling, wondering just what you're feeling now. If that's what love's about, then I'm so good without. I'm so good without. I'm so good without. I'm so good without. 'Cause I'm staring at all these photographs. I guess the good things ain't meant to last. I gave you forever, you gave a month. I'm never falling for anyone. And now I'm looking at the ceiling, wondering just what you're feeling now. If that's what love's about, then I'm so good without.
Hi, welcome to my summer house. My name is Matt Bunkall and I am an unknown musician. And only known to maybe my friends and my family. Music has always been in the background for me. I was writing songs since I was 16, in 1996. Way back then I started writing these songs as I was going through life, and every young person aspires to maybe dream of maybe pursuing those things we love, and I loved the idea of maybe being able to share that music with other people. And I did get to share that music with other people, and I found a great joy in singing songs to a few people. I really began to appreciate singing a song just for one person. But I always felt like other things were more important. How I was in relationship with other people, my family and my friends. And as every young person, you hope to find someone that might be the one you might want to spend your life with, however long that works out. And just over a year ago, in 2020, in April time, I found myself in a very hopeless place because, you know, I had spent the whole of my life doing things like youth work and being out to care, being out to be kind, and I entered a marriage with a great hope for sharing kindness, and I met a wonderful girl who had similar values in wanting to bring care and compassion, and you know, we got married and we adopted children eventually, and we're both pursuing this want to care and be kind, and somehow in the pressures and the nature of two people being different but yet connected with a journey, I found my world beginning to crumble down. All the good and kindness I was doing was beginning to lose everything that I found valuable to me. And from 2017 in the summer through to this place in April 2020, I found myself in a really hopeless place for me in my story. And for me, every time I've ever been in a hopeless place, I've always heard that voice within, or that inspiration around me to keep going. And in this moment where I feel like I really, really could have lost myself, I was inspired in a moment to just sing. And felt inclined to start making a video log, inviting anyone who wanted to hear to my summer house. Because of all the lockdowns and the nature of the world changing I couldn't go out and meet people just like any other musician that might be known, very well known. I couldn't do that. And so one day I came out here and started singing songs for a stranger, anyone that might listen. And in that process began to see how valuable life has made music for me, and not just in myself writing songs, but really sharing and hearing the experiences shared throughout all music and songs. And I began to do all the songs that led me here, and I started this reflection on wanting to examine just all this side of me that I'd never really delved into before. And it seemed like a silly project, and it started getting me in quite a lot of trouble because I was dedicating a lot of time to it, and still do as a result of it. But I want you to share in that journey, because it really just was a turning point in my life. And I think all things happen at the right time with life, but it's hard to explain that without you knowing my story necessarily. So if you want to journey through all the songs with me, you can. Now, I began to post YouTube clips up all the way from April 2020 up into the Christmas. But just before Christmas, I had a massive change of circumstance. I was on the tail end of a divorce that seemed to be the end. And suddenly, out of nowhere, for me, I suddenly found the whole situation turn around. And somehow in my wife's journey and my new journey, somehow we had a chance to start all over again. And the last 6 months, it's now September, the end of September 2021, and so much has happened. But this video journey I've continued to do behind the scenes, and I want to bring it here. And you're going to start off with a poem that I wrote this summer, and it's going to lead you back to the start of this journey where I was probably a little bit more nervous and sort of finding my feet in this process that I feel far more confident in now because of the process of going through all these songs. So if you want to watch or see the journey that lets me here, there is a deep cut on this because I use this forum to really process a lot of my own emotional health, as well as doing counselling and all this other stuff during some really hard, heart-searching times. But I just feel like this journey is going to be helpful. And so I'm going to stick with the songs and sharing other people's songs and really looking at things around me that inspire me as a musician and as a human. And I think it's really valuable that we find a value for life and find a value for one another that is unchangeable. And however we might do in trying to share ourselves successfully or not, somehow find a value that is bigger than all of that stuff that can leave us emotionally wounded and hopeless. Because in a moment when I was most hopeless, life came to help me. And you know, that moment in April 2020, although that started this journey in its form, you know, that was a situation I had had many times before at different points. But I think, you know, feeling like you've lost your world, even with your best intention and your best in kindness, you know, it brought out something deep within me that I think is within all of us. Hope. The belief that there is something better to come. And we all have this hope within us, and sometimes that hope can really take a beating when other people who are free to be themselves as we are free to be ourselves, and we find ourselves at odds and clashing and all this kind of stuff. But something in the music, something in all the songs being sung in the whole world, just like the birds singing every morning, I think is there to encourage us and help us, particularly when we have these moments of crisis. And I've had this all my life, I feel, but I can't help seeing other people who have had this also, but sometimes lose hope in it. And I feel I have something to help, an encouragement, a shared experience in these songs that I believe could encourage you and help in your own situation freely. And that's what this is about. So I hope this is helpful, and you know, you can take it or leave it, dip in as you want. Listen to the whole story. This is not about what is right or what is wrong, it's about a life experience. It's about emotional journey through songs, because every song shares an experience, every song shares somebody's journey or moment in their life, you know, sharing that experience, happy moments, sad moments, finding love, losing love, recovering from love, surviving love, finding new love, rekindling old love, all these things, plus lots more, lots more, you know, it's all in the music. So these are the songs that all let me hear, and this is the story here. And yeah, this is what's got me to a place where I feel like I'm free to sing myself, get outside, start sharing my songs with confidence, knowing it's all about sharing your experience with someone else. One person, a few people, who knows the many, but the importance is that you're just sharing yourself. Honestly, openly, free to come, free to go. And for me, it's just saying, look, do you know what? Life loves you. And yeah, so if you want, enjoy the ride. And that's brilliant. See you later. Take care. The echo of a heart is an ocean of emotions waves, blown about by joys and regrets. No one has ever seen flowing water without ripples. Someone tell me, what is it better to be, frozen and dead of these feelings, or fall stagnant on a shelf waiting for love that is never going to come? All we want is for our soul to be no longer swayed by our memories, the good, the bad, the ugly and the beautiful, all shaking our sense of worth, question our want for true love, an unlimited, unchangeable feeling of value, a forever heart fixed in kindness towards us. But it seems anyone can make or break our hearts at any time, and stir up the storm inside, a whirlwind of confusion, living in our body but lost in our own home. Where is the hope? Why believe in a world where to feel loved is all but an elusive dream? Real love is only an ancient myth of old men, lost stories of heaven, life and love eternal, rendered as fables by modern thinking and science. Only a fool would believe in selfless love. So there I sat on the shore of a lake, alone, lost in my own ocean, the hopeless place. Hope, where are you? Love, where are you? I need you. I closed my eyes and heard that trickling water and the song of birds in the trees. I opened my eyes to see upon the waters, walking on the tide, commanding the wind to be still. A hero, with arms so wide open for me, a kindness of the greatest kind all around me. I was not alone. I was never alone. Life was there. Life was always there. Where family, friends and lovers rose or fell, life was at my side. A real love in its hands for me. Suddenly I felt a love beyond all description. I saw the world anew. A real hope for all around to see. We can all have a hand to hold, while family, friends and lovers still rise and fall. But in life's love, we truly have it all. Free to be loved, and loved to be free. My friend, I pass on what I've found in these poets' notes, hoping that in the echoes of the heart, you will see a hero upon the waters. Life loves you. Life always, always loves you.